Okay, so the main story of this game has been getting a little bit dried up, and we thought we'd attempt the PvP scene. It went a little bit belly up at first, and if you want to see a little bit more on that, the link's down in the description. But today we actually are utilizing the Magma Blade, which we found that if you manage to utilize this correctly, is absolutely cracked out of its box. Just watch this right here. We managed to take a complete double kill with the AoE damage and the slicer rounds. It is definitely worth utilizing, and even if you are really unlucky and you've got somebody that is completely nippy as hell and bouncing around like there's no tomorrow, like this guy was, well, you can still do the damage via light attacks anyway. So this is a little bit more of an enjoyable weapon. Gives a little bit of a challenge, a little bit of a kick, but the fire affinity is something that you guys can boost massively, so highly recommend going for this one. We are going to jump right into it, and at the end of the video we're going to show you guys exactly where you can get hold of this wonderful weapon. Okay, so getting started into this build is going to actually be pretty damn difficult to a degree, mainly because of the Magma Blade. Now, the Magma Blade is actually not the easiest weapon to get your hands on. It does involve a farm. But we are going to show you guys a few things that we're going to be running inside of this for the PvP side of things before we get cracking on how you can get the blade. So we have got Flame, grant me strength, which is going to be pretty much crucial because it gives you the physical damage and the fire affinity, which we're going to be utilizing both of today. With obviously the L2 ability, it does hit them as well, which is a physical damage. Plus we've also got the fire affinity that attaches to that as well, and that's going to be quite crucial, and you're going to obviously need some sort of seal for that. It doesn't particularly matter which seal you're using, so if you can only use a finger seal, then will be my guest, but any seal that you've got, make sure you are using. We'll come back to the Magma Blade in just a second on where you guys can get it, but I am going to be running through the talismans first off. We have got the Shard of Alexander, which greatly boosts the attack power of skills. Now, that is going to be your L2 ability, or at least on controller anyway. That is going to be what that is. So we're going to get the boost on the Magma Twist, which is the ability that allows us to do this. It's going to give us the extra damage. On top of that, we've also got the Fire Scorpion Charm, which raises the fire attack but lowers the damage negation. So this is essentially going to make you a little bit squishier, but at the same time, it is going to cause a load more damage with the fire attack, which is kind of where we wanted to be aiming. Our secondary movement is going to be the jump ability, so the jump and swipe. Although it doesn't look like it'd cause a lot of damage, you'd actually be really surprised as to what it can do. So we've got the Claw Talisman there, which enhances the jump attacks. So if at any point you can't get close enough to hit this, you are going to be wanting to run and swipe to try and catch up with them before you go in for the Magma Slice, like so. And for that, that's what the Claw Talisman is going to do. It's going to give you the enhanced jump attack abilities for that one. Then we've also got the greatly rises the attack power with successive attacks, mainly because if we're just going to be completely attacking these guys over and over again, this is going to be something you want to do, and if you're feeling like you want to go slashing, it's going to cause more damage as we go along with that one. So they're quite crucial as to what they are all going to do, and if you need to get hold of those, then they are something that you really need to get hold of. Next up, we have got the Flask of Wondrous Physic, and we're going to be running the Flame Shrouding Crack tier and the Leaden Hard tier. Now, the reason why we're using the Flame Shrouding is quite evident, really. It boosts the fire attack, which is going to be our prevalent movement, our main source of damage output. And then we've obviously got the Leaden Hard tier. Now, what this actually does is it temporarily boosts your poise. This doesn't stop people from actually attacking you and causing damage, but it does stop people from knocking you, which will essentially mean that you can get these attacks off quite quickly and you're not going to be taken out of them. You're just going to continue to do these attacks. So as long as you get close enough to them, if they start to attack you, you can just continue. As long as you've got enough faith on your health, then you should be absolutely fine. So the build for this actually works really freaking well. And for me, this is one of the main run-throughs that I've been doing at the minute. I got a little bit bored of the main storyline. It's kind of just ran completely stagnant now, and the PvP scene does seem to be getting a little bit better, although it is also extremely frustrating with a lot of things going on. And if you don't know what they are, well, there's a massive glitch in the game right now. And if you want to see a little bit more on that, we covered that earlier on yesterday. The link will be down in the description for that one. It's a little bit mad, to say the least. Okay, so quickly jumping straight into where you can get this Magma Sword. It is actually really simple. We are going to be heading to this location just here, the Temple of Ijle, and you're going to be wanting to head up this lift on the right hand side of the Grace site. This is going to be a little bit of a run round, but we're going to get you guys farming this in no time at all. So we're going to be making our way directly down here. Now, as we get over here, there is going to be a little ledged ridge just here that's going to drop us down onto this bit. So we want to just jump up onto this and then jump off onto this lip way. Once we get through here, we are going to make our way over this, and you will see a load of lava slugs. You can completely avoid them, so don't worry about those all too much. At this point, watch where you are jumping, because you can miss it and mess it up quite nicely, but we're going to be jumping over that ledge right there and making our way up here. From this point, we want to run directly over the lava pool in the middle, and be careful because we've got the giant walk-in wardrobes that are going to be around the corner that are going to want to swallow you up whole. So we're going to avoid those at all costs and let them do their swing as we jump through this window here. Then we're going to go through this main doorway, and this is the first ad you guys will find that is going to have the magma blade, and this is the one that you want to take out. So again, be careful. These dudes are a little bit of a pack-a-puncher, but you can see right there that they will potentially drop one of these things. The second one is going to be, if I just heal myself, is going to be just there in front of you. Now you can go and take that out, but once you have done that, you are going to obviously want a route real quickly, oh my good gosh, towards the Grace site. There are a lot of ads that can attack you through this part, but irrelevant to it. We're going to heal up. We're going to get through here as quickly as we can, just because this is a bit of a nightmare. Now we're going to go directly down here, which means that there is going to be a lever here. We are going to make our way directly down. Now, taking it down here is going to be somewhere which you may recognize, because this is actually a very, very familiar place. We're going to go onto this lift. It's going to take us all the way down. I'm going to get rid of all this bloody poison. And then once we hit the bottom, we are going to jump straight off, go through this doorway, and this is where we are able to rinse and repeat the farm, because it's now taken us to this main Grace site. After this point, it is very, very easy. You just run back through that doorway, not up this main lift. You want to run up this way through to the main lift that you've just gone on, jump up to the top, and then you can attack the two and run all the way back down. Nice and easy. The lift will work in accordance as long as you work it like this. So we're going to get to the top. And once we get to the top, we're going to wait 2 seconds for the board to reset, jump back on it to send it back down, and then we're going to go from there. Take out this annoying ass dude, and then we can rinse and repeat, take out that one, and fast travel back to the Temple of Ijle to make sure that we reset everything. But irrelevant to it, this is the Magma Blade, and this is a very, very good weapon for PvP. So I would highly recommend you guys going ahead and doing it. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, slap that beautiful blue thumbs up, subscribe with post notifications turned on. Appreciate your faces, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.